With us to do the trailers.
Yeah, I watched Black Panther, Shazam, and then when I saw your tweet, She-Hulk, I was like, oh, let me watch She-Hulk too. So I watched all the trailers and I'm ready to go.
Okay, awesome.
Bring it.
So Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. There's a lot of people pretty much predicted this trailer was going to be coming out this Saturday since Black Panther is so
Mhm.
close to being released. I think it's 5 months away from being released.
Hmm. Hmm.
I
Yeah.
believe.
August, September.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
5 months.
I believe it is 5 months. So here you do have the Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer out, and a lot of people were heavily anticipating this. What were you guys' initial thoughts when you see it?
Nick?
My initial thoughts, I think that it's one of the best looking trailers that I think the MCU has put out. Just visually, how stunning it is, showing up, bringing us back to Wakanda, and also showing off the more Aztec inspired roots for Namor and Atlantis. Uh, I think some of Angela Bassett. I like that she's taken a more prominent role in this. It looks like she's more prominent in this film. And why the fuck has she not gotten an Oscar yet? Um, and I think that I like that Coogler is kind of making the best of a bad situation, like we were talking about with losing your lead actor. And instead of just forcing the mantle onto one character, I think he's using that to tell a story about grief and loss and how it affects everybody from the first film. You see shots of Shuri, you see Okoye, Nakia, and Mbaku back, and just the screen presence that they all have. And I like that it looks like that we're not gonna get a Black Panther proper until like the tail end of the film. I feel like that's a moment that needs like dramatic weight to it.
Chris?
Sure. Yeah, right off the bat, really somber tone, naturally, as expected. I think all the white robes is for T'Challa's funeral, if I had to guess.
Yeah.
That shot of Shuri, her hair is blowing in the wind, tears are streaming down her face. That looks like a king's send off to the ancestral plane. Um, uh, yeah, it's definitely tough, and like Nick said, Ryan Coogler had to pivot big time. Chadwick told no one that he was sick. No one knew.
Mm.
No one who he was working with knew. So he had the script ready to go, and then Chadwick passes away, and he had to change everything. And people who know the comics, love the comics, are speculating about Shuri taking up. And that final shot of the trailer looked like it looked like it was Shuri. Like whoever was
Mhm.
wearing the suit had a very slender figure. So I wouldn't be surprised if Shuri is the one at the end of the film who ends up taking on the mantle, the heart-shaped herb. And for sure, with Angela Bassett, with Chadwick gone, I'm not saying that Lupita and Denai aren't stars in their own right, but with Chadwick
Mhm.
gone, you do need a flagship player to kind of hold this film forward. And Angela Bassett is a legend. She's a Hollywood icon at this point.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Her career spans 30 years. What she's saying, her dialogue in the trailer, her voice is gut wrenching. The pain, the sorrow, the anguish, but
Yeah.
the triumph is still there. I love how Namor looks. Um, I was a little unfamiliar with his background. I do
Mhm.
like the Aztec inspired look. Um, the only time he was referenced, I think, was Endgame with there's earthquakes underwater. It means we ignore it. Like we handle it by not handling it. I'm like, why would you not go check that out?
I
Um,
mean, it is a fucking earthquake. What are you gonna do about it?
what are you gonna do on one? Um, so yeah, I personally loved it. This trailer, it definitely looks different from the first one. It doesn't have that. I don't think it has that Marvel look. It looks like he knew he had to pivot, and he completely changed the aesthetic of what the film was originally going to be.
Interesting. There's a lot of good shots in this trailer. Like you said, the funeral shot where they're all wearing white is, I think, a very great shot.
Yeah.
And Namor. So, do you all like the change of Namor with the whole Aztec look to him? Do you all like that?
I don't mind that change. I'm not precious with comic canon. As long as it doesn't change the core personality of that character, then I could give less of a fuck. And I like the actor that they cast for it, T.A.T, who was one of the best parts about the Forever Purge, that one that came out a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he was in that. Yeah, Chris, you like the change? You said you liked it, right?
Yeah, I'm personally a fan of the look. It's funny seeing this. It's hard not to compare it to Aquaman.
Mm-hmm.
But I love how it looks. I don't know who's pregnant. There's a shot of a pregnant woman underwater.
Seems like Namor's wife. It seems like,
His wife. All right, yeah.
which is a good shot, by the
That
way.
was a great shot. It's a great shot.
It's
And
gorgeous.
then
James
the
Cameron,
other
eat your heart out.
there you go. Um, the way of water. I love that shot of all the submariners holding on to the whale, like they're holding on like the side of the whale, just like sailing forward. It'll be interesting to see Wakanda versus Atlanteans, because they are both these sovereign hidden worlds going to war with each other. It seems very, very interesting.
Yeah. You only see one shot of Namor's face, and that's like towards the end here. You see kind of one shot of his face. He's
Yeah.
got kind of got like a
Yeah, you see him.
what do you call
Yeah,
it when
he's
it's
got
like
like a
that
piercing.
nail through someone's nose? What do you call that?
Oh, fuck, I can remember if you put a gun to my head. I'm not really into like piercings and all that.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, I cut you off,
I
Nick.
don't know.
What were
My
you about
man's
to say?
look. Yeah, my man's looks like he's hitting nothing but back for like 8 years.
Yeah, you see a good like James Bond shot where he's coming out the water. Let me see if I can go to that shot right there.
Mhm.
Actually, you know what? I think that shot of pregnant. I think that just might be a backstory of Namor, like how he was born.
Mm-hmm.
I think that probably
His
is.
birth, yeah, that could be that too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go to that. Yeah, the back shot
And
right
very
here.
much a lot of like Kugler and like a lot of Kugler stuff. You first see like a version of him, and then it just smash cuts to him and as an adult
Yeah.
and doing
Yeah.
nothing but HGH and deadlifts for like 30 years.
Yeah.
What do you think about Riri Williams? The look of Riri Williams. You see her in the trailer here. What do you think her role is going to be in this movie in her play?
Oh man, that is so exciting. Her and Sherry are gonna be the best of friends.
Mm-hmm.
This is obviously coming out before Ironheart,
Mm-hmm.
so it's interesting that this movie will introduce Riri before her own show. But that's I guess how MCU has been doing it previously. First you're in the movie, then you get your own show. She looks great. We see that shot of the heart that she kind of cut out with the laser, and it lands on the floor.
Hmm.
That's gonna be her superhero chest symbol, I'm guessing. Um, yeah, Riri is American. It's gonna be really interesting to see an African American in Wakanda, another genius interacting with another genius. It's very exciting. I wonder if we'll see a prototype of her suit in the third act.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a rumor. That's one of the rumors that's going on in this film, that she's going to get like a vibranium suit at the end of it.
Interesting.
That'd be dope.
And yeah, again, just the casting of Dominique Thorne, who's incredible in If Beale Street Could Talk and Judas and the Black Messiah, and goddamn,
She's
Yeah.
so good.
Nick, you mentioned that point of how Ryan Coogler likes to show the boy version and then the adult version. So you see a child Namor here in a quick shot of like you see he's in front of a house burning. So I could give him that tragic backstory. Maybe the Wakandans burned down the house, situation like that. Maybe something like that happened. Could have happened. Who are these blue people that are with him? Do anybody know who these?
I am not nearly familiar enough with like the like the Atlantean side of Marvel to even begin to like, explain.
Yeah. Chris, would you have any idea?
Yeah, they look like I know I just said Way of Water. They look like Navi people. They look like Navi. Their skin is blue. They're wearing tribal garments.
James
I'm
James Cameron's about to call fucking Saul
he's
Goodman right now.
like
Yeah.
he already complained about Wonder Woman years ago, and like Gal Gadot refused to give him the stage, and now he's with this again. I don't know what he's gonna say about Black Panther too. Um, yeah, I'm not. I'm unfamiliar with these blue people, but their design looks sick. Looks still continuing with the Aztec Mayan, like the headpieces and the piercings. I love this aesthetic.
And you see M'Baku. It seems like he's jumping, trying to attack Namor. I think he's gonna get his ass whooped. I think that's probably what's gonna happen in this scene right here. I think he's gonna get fucked up here. I love the color of it. I love the use of color. Like when they go, I guess I don't know what this is. I think are they in Wakanda here? You see like them firing upon Namor. I don't know if they're in Wakanda or probably. I think it looks like that. Yeah. I think it looks like Wakanda they're in. Some nighttime shots here. Yeah. I mean, I do not envy Ryan Coogler because I mean you got a daunting task.
Man's got man's got the hardest job in the fucking film industry right now. One, following up Black Panther and that cultural phenomenon, and doing it without the lead of your previous film.
Yeah. I thought this was also a cool shot where Namor is like descending onto his throne. I thought that was also a great shot too.
Yeah, I saw that and I thought of Patrick Wilson as Ocean Master. Didn't
It's
say
gonna be very
Rise Atlantis.
it's gonna be very hard to not compare this to Aquaman.
Everything I'm seeing, I'm like, oh, so Aquaman.
It looks better than
It's
Aquaman though.
finally.
Like a lot of the water stuff.
Yeah,
looks a lot
It
better.
looks better.
Yeah, it looks.
It doesn't have a giant anchor weighing it, a giant like bed shedding anchor weighing it down.
Yeah.
And instead it has an anti-max anchor weighing it down a little bit.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Um,
Who's the actress from I May Destroy You or I May from HBO?
Oh, Michaela Cole.
She's the bomb.
And she's just announced, and you see her
She has a
briefly in
brief
the trailer.
she has a brief shot in this trailer, and she looks great. I think she's with the Submariners. She's wearing blue, so she could be a neighboring tribe of Wakanda, probably. But the fact that she's wearing blue in this trailer, she could be maybe a Submariner.
what spot of the trailer was that in?
I want to say
I think it's-
halfway through.
I think it's like towards the tail end of the trailer. It's like in the middle of all like the looks at the action.
Yeah, they're doing there's like an action montage near the.
Oh, where they're facing off against the Dora Milaje.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yes.
Okay, I think I have it. You talking about this person right here? I have it up on stream. Right? You talking about this person?
Let's see.
In the blue right here, and then it seems like they're kind of facing off.
I can't see what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't see what you're pulling. Dude.
You can't see the maybe it's the stream is just slow right now. Sorry about that, but yeah, I pulled up a person right there. I believe.
She's an incredible actor. She got robbed for the Golden Globes that year for I May Destroy You, and I'm glad she's getting that money.
Yeah, I think it's the same actress. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I haven't seen the reaction yet online of what people have been saying about it because I just saw it today and then I just had to jump on stream. But have you all seen the reaction online? What people have been saying about it, or?
Yeah, people are loving the look of this. They're like crying, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of the dramatic and somber beats are very heavy.
I mean, using "No Woman, No Cry" by Bob Marley. That's pretty.
Yeah.
Mixed in with "All Right."
Yeah. So, it's mostly very emotional responses naturally.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna be doing real quick after this. At the 2 She-Hulk real quick, and then we'll do Shazam. So you two saw the She-Hulk trailer. Does she look better to you? And the CGI
She looks much better.
The CG has very, very incrementally improved, and I imagine that by the time the show debuts, when is it? August 15th. So a little over 3 weeks from now, I think it'll most likely be finished. But I like the look, the pacing of the trailer. I like the dynamic between her and Bruce. I like the look at her normal life, and of course, we also get my favorite red boy.
And who is that?
Come on.
Oh, you got to say it for the stream.
Motherfucking Daredevil!
Yeah, the last shot was crazy. That caught me by surprise.
In
the
in what looks like an upgraded version of the Netflix suit, and more so, just off the heels of the announcement of Daredevil Born Again coming and having that many episodes, just getting the chance to see Jennifer Walters and Matt Murdock interact is insane to me.
They're both lawyers, right?
Yeah, and just thinking back to like the heyday of the Marvel Netflix, and just would you imagine that this guy would interact with She-Hulk and be in the same movie as Spider-Man? I was like, I was like pinching myself if I had to think about that.
It's very similar tone to the first trailer. It looks like a lot of fun. I'm not sure what happens to her that makes Bruce give her the gamma radiation treatment, but I like this whole. It feels like Hawkeye, very family friendly, very master and apprentice. I'm going to teach you how to be Hulk. I'm going to teach you how to be Hawkeye. I love Tatiana Maslany.
She is one of the most underrated actors this entire. Did she get any kind of awards love for Orphan Black?
Maybe a nomination. I don't think she won though.
Yeah,
I think she was nominated.
This scene where she's talking to
bullshit.
This scene where she's talking to Wong. This looks a little wonky, a little bit. Like kind of
a little bit, but it's also just like one scene taken out of context. That of course film Twitter fucking minds open.
Yeah. By the way, Wong is this in everything.
And also film Twitter losing their shit again because woman.
Wong is
the MCU. It's like in Phase 4, Wong is the only connective tissue. He shows up in everything. That's how he knows the shared universe still.
Which I will not complain because I do love.
I love Benedict Wong. He is so good in the role.
I love seeing Bruce and Jennifer's interplay with each other. I love that their training montage. I think that's pretty good. You also see August 17th is when this series is coming out. And then you see at this kind of at the end, you see Daredevil kind of jumping around here over him. That's not good for the knees there, Matt, but it's all right.
It's really rough on your knees.
Really bad on the
superhero landing.
I meditate for that.
Do you think they should have saved that for the series instead of putting a stinger in here that he's going to definitely be in here?
If they didn't announce Daredevil Born Again the same day, I would have said yes. But we already know that Cox is in the MCU just off of Spider-Man No Way Home, and it's been long past that he's going to be in.
Yeah. Chris, what about you?
I do. The thing about I personally love trailers. It sucks when they give too much away. Man, Daredevil is such a beloved character and has such a following. Imagine if we didn't see that stinger at the very end and we just got
when
the show ever aired.
Yeah, and just the vindication for Charlie, because he turned down because he like at his heart of hearts was hoping that he would get a chance to play Matt Murdock again, and now he's appearing in 2 shows. He cameoed in one of the biggest movies. He's getting his own series, and he's returning to voice him in Spider-Man freshman year.
Yeah, and I think he's going to be in Echo as well. Echo?
Yeah. 2 shows, She-Hulk and Echo, and he's getting
Echo, It's fine. It's special. It's intriguing. It's going to draw people more to the show. Oh, Daredevil's in it. I'm in. But just imagine if we didn't get that stinger, and when the episode aired, he just shows up and we didn't know. It'd be crazy.
Yeah. Yes. Who's the actress from The Good Place who's playing the villain in this? I forgot her name.
Jamila Jamil, who's playing Titania.
Yeah. Do you like her look?
Which I just imagine is like Tahani Al Jamil variant from The Good Place. But yeah, I like the look of it. I don't know enough about the character as of yet to see like if it'll be like cool or fit. But I like that it seems like that's like She-Hulk's like big hero coming out moment.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're taking the tone of like, hey, these people with powers kind of running amok, and we need to have some type of new law designed to kind of fit this issue, which is nice. She kind of shows up. Maybe this is a comic accurate costume when she comes first bursting out of the wall because it looks very like 70-ish kind of thing. Like, yeah, oh, she almost looks like Dazzler a little bit with kind of the tassels hanging off like that.
Yeah, it's a bright costume. It doesn't look menacing, but uh, her expression is definitely menacing.
Yeah.
She's about that business.
But speaking of like an improvement over Sarah, I like that these aren't embarrassed to show their comic accurate costume because that was always a punchline in the fucking Marvel Netflix shows.
Yeah,
except for Daredevil.
Like Hawkeye didn't wear purple until his own show. Until then, it was this black tactical gear, how to make him look cool. But in the comics, he wears purple and has an H on his forehead.
Yeah, the Daredevil costume, it looks kind of more closer to them, like kind of like yellow and kind of red a little bit. I don't know if that's just the way the light is hitting.
I think it might be the lighting, but I also it looks so much like the Marvel Netflix suit. I imagine he gets an upgrade between like this and Born Again.
Yeah, it looks slightly different. Yeah, because you see, so you see it's a little bit more red before they go to the Disney Plus. Let me pull it up real quick. Before they go to the Disney Plus
like
logo.
Brighter red. It's like a brighter red than it was the Daredevil.
Yeah,
because like as the MCU continues, like Cap's suit and Wanda's suit kept changing. So it would make sense if Daredevil's physical appearance, was altered minorly as he progressed in the MCU.
Yeah. All right, that was She-Hulk, and moving on to discuss Shazam: Fury of the Gods. This is a sequel to the first Shazam movie, which I liked quite a bit. I thought it was very, very good. It was kind of actually a big surprise for me how much I liked it. Did they replace?
I love that movie. Every single Christmas, that's on my Shazam account.
Did they replace the kid who played Billy?
Nope, no. Same dude.
Same. Okay, smaller. Maybe I was like, maybe
same dude in puberty, and the gym hit him like a truck.
Okay, because I was like, that does not look like the same. I didn't think that was the same kid. And then with this trailer, it kind of goes into, I don't know what's supposed to be connected anymore, because you see the beginning of this trailer that he's talking about, Aquaman and Flash and Batman, and only one of those people are probably still going to be in the DCEU. So I don't know. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Connected.
You see Aquaman. Yeah, you see Aquaman taking his throne. You see Batman on a gargoyle. You see the Flash running to Hawaii to assault some more people.
So his face is covered. They don't show his face.
Yeah, they don't show his face. That's true. That's the only person they don't show his face.
It's so funny. But Josh, since we're talking about San Diego Comic-Con, I think it's funny, with every like Shazam and the post-credit scene, and not the post-credit scene, the last shot of Superman. Henry Cavill didn't show up to talk.
Yeah, it was just a head.
It was just a headline that Deadline released, and people took it and ran. No, we got Black Adam, and we got Shazam, and it's with Shazam. I was excited because I liked the first movie. I was curious and intrigued about Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu as the villains. They're playing daughters of Atlas, and Atlas is like is in the Shazam acronym for like one of his abilities. So I think it's funny because he's always kind of been, so far, not the parody, but like the jokester. Like, I'm a superhero, but I feel like a fraud because
the first Shazam is basically like a child coming of age film, and I think and I think that they're going from like teenagehood to adulthood and talking about like Billy's arc in this film and the arc of like the rest of the Shazam kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like he was used to being the star in the first movie, and then by the end of the first movie, he gets the Shazamily, and now he
Shazamily.
feels
Is that your
he
term, or
feels a little.
is that?
No, someone else's. I can't take credit for that. I wish
I
I
think
Okay.
could.
somebody else coined that.
Yeah. I wish. Um, yeah, it's funny. You know, it is coming of age, but he feels a little less special. Um, but maybe something about these villains or Juwan Hanchu's character can
Yeah.
bring something back because there's something missing in young Billy Batson.
Yeah. Jimon Hansu, who's in this trade, who looks like Zeus, who looks like Black Zeus in this. You can't see him here.
I'm so glad they brought him back, mostly
Yeah,
because the back-to-back punch of Shazam and Aquaman, they just brought him into those movies just to kill him. It felt
yeah.
like it's like he was like going to become the new Sean Bean.
Which yeah, Jim. I thought I was under the mistake. I thought his character had died in the first one. I forgot about that. I didn't know his character lived in the
Yeah,
first
Oh,
one.
like
he's a god.
he turns
He's a
to
god.
ash after giving Billy his powers. He turns to soot. Like I don't know.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know. But
Magic.
I do like
Gods.
is it Mary?
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
keeping
yeah,
her.
Mary Marvel. Yeah,
They're
they keep.
keeping
Yeah, she's
yeah
gotten old enough that she doesn't need to like hide behind
to
being a
grow
kid
up.
anymore.
Yeah. Um. Nick, do you have any idea who Rachel Zegler's playing? She has like magic palms.
No idea.
Okay, so that's gonna be a new. Like I'm a big DC fan, so I'm excited. I love the first one. It was funny in a way that people were complaining that the DCEU wasn't funny and too serious.
It was a
It,
much needed breath of fresh air
yeah, it was
for the
definitely
DCE
it
in a
was
way that it wasn't dark and dour and fucking just depressing and your Superman is an unfeeling sociopath, Batman's a fucking serial killer, the Flash is like a serial assaulter. Oh wait, that's actually um
Yeah.
and
yeah
it was lighthearted, but it also included a lot of horror elements in David Sandberg's background because
yeah
there are scenes in that movie that are terrifying and they fuck people up in that movie.
yeah that boardroom scene was a bit much
Mhm.
for kids of a certain age. Those monsters, their design was sick. They looked like giant goblins. They looked horrible, but
Yeah, and
uh,
even though that's like on the lower end of the budget of the DCEU, it still managed to worth it's
yeah,
like
it
with
looked
its creature design.
had like a $90 million budget, and
Mhm.
it looked really good. It looked really great.
Yeah. You talking about Rachel Ziegler, who I got a frame up right here of her. Who we just saw her. She was in West Side Story. Did an amazing job in West
Yeah,
Side Story. So now she's
Mhm.
getting the
fast,
superhero.
great.
Academy, Academy Award nominee for West Side Story,
There
right?
you go.
Was she? I don't think she was. Right. I don't think so.
Oh wait,
The supporting.
Maybe Golden Globe nominated.
oh right, yeah, Golden Globe.
Yeah.
Yeah, Golden Globe for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Uh,
because Ariana DeBose got the Best Supporting Actress
Mhm.
Oscar. Yeah. But yeah, I am super intrigued by who Rachel's playing. I'm unfamiliar with this character, but I think she might be a descendant of one of the daughters of Atlas, and they're using her.
Yeah, that or I think she's like the third daughter of Atlas, and she is not on board with Lucy Liu and Helen Mirren's plans, and she is like going up against them and helping the
Yeah.
Shazam.
And she could be a potential love interest for Billy, potentially. We'll see.
Yeah.